Clay's a dick, bro. All arrogant people. When you look at Steph is so far from being arrogant, bro.
Yeah, so far from it, bro.
He's competitive with the whatever, but he's not arrogant, man. Clay arrogant as shit.
Yep, I agree. For a reason and no reason at the same time.
These light-skinned dudes been attacking this year, man. I don't know what it is, yo.
And they've been getting attacked this year, too.
They asked for another L for the light-skinned brothers.
They did. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy, TALLSHON. TS is who I am.
That is who I am.
And you're now tuned into the Black Male Podcast episode. What is it, 104? 105?
I believe so. 104.
104. We took a small little break because, once again, we got busy, man. It's close to the summertime, and Cass is kind of traveling for business and pleasure.
I took a detox.
Yeah, and Dot. Okay, well,
we're gonna keep it a bear. I took a detox.
He needed
it was me this
break.
time. It was me this time. I always clown him because he takes some emotional breaks. I took one.
It's an emotional break.
And right now I feel great.
That nigga need another emotional break.
Sometimes, man. Hey, man. Sometimes, bro. I mean,
I'm trying to get my life right. I'm trying to get my life right so I can come on camera and go, ooh.
All right. You fuck around, that's going to be a clear.
I've been dropping these LBs and arms and face been looking good. It's funny when you work out and you get your shit together all the way and you like no more procrastination. You staying on a consistent regimen. How everything start to slim up but your fucking stomach. That shit takes forever, buddy.
Well, truthfully, your stomach really doesn't slim up.
It doesn't. It really does.
You know what I'm saying? And if you had too much fat on your stomach, there's a chance of having excess skin somewhere. But
right.
I was talking to an older guy, man. I told him, I said, man, I don't have a six-pack. I never had a six-pack. I mean, I could see my six-pack.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? After working out, you know, your body is flexed and pumped or whatever. But I mean, a six-pack, some of it's genetic, most of it's all diet, man. But a lot of us aren't going to have a six-pack, especially when you get past 40. When you get past 40, I mean, what are you worried about that for? Like,
yeah.
Even with women, I'm like, if that's your only goal, like, there's a good chance you don't get it.
For me, as long as my stomach ain't hanging over my belt, I'm cool. So I ain't really.
Man, yo, I work out. I try to maintain the intensity. I try to raise the levels of intensity in intervals.
Yeah,
and whatever my body reacts to is what it reacts to. You know what I mean? Some days I lift some amazing shit. You know what I mean? I don't feel as well.
Yeah, I you know what I did, bro? You remember how I was always full body workouts, and trying to stick to what I used to do when I played ball, and I had to realize, nigga, I'm 42. So now it's like I've been weight training, and
oh really?
Yeah, and that shit has been working phenomenally, bro. Shut up, bro. Don't start.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Yeah, and literally, bro, been weight training, and I hate to steal your phrase, doing supersets. And
why is that? No, talk to the people. Let them know. Why is that?
And with the supersets, you know what I'm saying, not a lot of rest in between.
Yeah.
Bro, it's way better than just jumping on the elliptical or treadmill doing cardio. It's been way better. So.
How about that? Without resistance training, your body's gonna lose muscle.
Yep.
And you're not gonna be happy with the results if you care about the vanity of your existence.
Right. Dog, I've been lifting these dumbbells and doing these different exercises with the dumbbells, and then doing my core exercises to strengthen my lower back and midsection, because you know that's the center of your whole body focus. And then even with my knees, bro, you know, I broke my leg and all that shit. Man, my knees ain't feel as good in a long time. So,
well, they have to be strengthened. I mean, my issue with weight training is anytime weight training comes up and I'm in the room, everybody looks at it from a lifting heavy weights and body being sore perspective. But you don't have to be sore to have a quality workout. I'm very rarely sore from the workout in general.
Yeah, as of lately, I haven't been sore. Like, you know, when you do something new and you haven't done it in a long time, or just do something new in period, your body feels the type of way. That's because you're using muscles that you haven't used in quite some time. Now, bro, I be on point. It be nothing now.
Well, your body, becomes accustomed. And some people say you got to tear your muscle down and all that. You don't have to hurt yourself in the gym, man.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I work out, I hit the sauna steam room, I sit on the massage chair, and I leave. Only muscles I get that sore, my calf muscles be sore a little bit sometimes, but it ain't from working out, just because I stand up a lot of times. I stand up a lot at work.
Right.
And I'm 51. You know what I'm saying? So certain parts of your body, you can do about it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My calf muscles be burning, man.
And fellas, I've always framed myself to be great with stamina and libido, but fam, working out have your shit hard for no reason again. Like for you dudes, if you wake up in the morning and you don't have a woody, it's kind of a problem. It's really not good blood flow.
Well, my blood flow, sometimes I have to go to the bathroom at work, bro.
I understand. I understand.
Because I be wearing sweats because I'm comfortable. Nighttime, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'd be like, oh fuck, this some bullshit.
Bro, it be real, man. It be real.
Or be driving, you pull up to the store, you just let that song finish.
Yup. It be real, bro. It be real. It be real. It be real, son. I'm telling you.
Blood flow is powerful, and the older you get, the more it becomes something to pay attention to because it doesn't just naturally occur. Diet, I watch people drink sodas all day, and all they do is eat processed food, and your body gives you what you give it. And it's a beautiful thing, man. I feel good. I honestly, man, have a hard time spending a lot of time with people that don't care about their body and their health, man. Because even my man Ski, he's changing his diet around because he said he's starting to feel a little bit better. He's a little bit older than me,
right?
But he's not heavy. But as you get older, your blood flow is the thing, and it's not even about weight. A lot of people are diabetic and they're slim.
Yep.
Some people are obese and live to be 70 years old.
Yep.
Like I got a partner that just lost his brother. He was 55 and he was very obese, man. He was tall, he was very obese.
We lost a friend.
When you're obese like all your life, those are the people that are hard to talk to. When you try to get them to care about their health.
My niece is big. She's obese, and she's moving back down here from South Carolina. And
do you bring up that conversation?
Oh, we've already had a talk. Yeah, we've had a talk. We had a talk, and
you initiate it, or you wait for her to bring up something of that nature?
No, I initiated.
Really?
She knows it's Uncle Sean. Uncle Sean ain't. You know what I mean? We're gonna have that talk. It's not to downplay my brother or anything, but me and my niece have those uncle niece conversations, but they be real conversations. Like she come to me for those real conversations that I'm not gonna be filtered, but I also care about her feelings at the same time. So we have those conversations, and
that's not a shot at Derek though. That's the reality. None of us listen to our parents when we're young.
That's true. So her and we had that talk, and she was like, she wants to do better with her health, and she know that I was trying to help her before through my mind, and she was like, could you help me now? And I said, perfect, not a problem. I said, first thing you do when you move back up here, because you're going to be going to college. I said, we're going to put you on, we're going to start slow. We're going to build you up. Let's get your meal plan together. Let's get what you intake in your body. You know what I'm saying? Is one thing. I said, the great thing is now your nana don't drink sodas at all. So my mom stopped drinking sodas about 3 years ago, and all she drinks is water. So you're not going to go over to her house and think you're just going to have a soda binge, because at one time she was Queen Pepsi, Queen Coke, and fucking Mountain Dew in the house.
I think all old heads, man, had, like, my mother used to have cases of sodas and rarely drank them herself.
Yeah, like, just cases upon cases.
You see,
my mom used to have tons of.
Because when they on sale, if it's like 4 for $12, 3 for $10, they just got to get it.
They just see it. Okay, I'm glad my mom ain't the only one, because that joke bugged me.
If my mother see the sale, she'll get like a couple diets. My father drink the diet soda. My father doesn't drink sodas as much because he listens to how I tell him, how my diet is or whatever. and how, you know, good it makes me feel. I mean, certain things you can't control,
Right.
but the parts you can control, you know, gives you better quality of life, man. You know, it's. I was asking did you initiate that conversation because I usually don't. I just try to lead by example, and if someone brings it up to me, I bring it up because some people are very sensitive on that topic. But if you know you have that relationship, it's fine because you know in my family, obesity is more common than not.
I think a majority of tons of Black families obesity.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like people will love to say, "Well, I'm doing good, I'm healthy," and I'm like, "How are you healthy and you take 6 medications every morning?"
Word.
Which part of that? You know what I'm saying? And people are quick to knock you for being disciplined to do things that they can't fathom. I had this conversation yesterday, you know, at the studio. Everything. I'm gonna tell you how it really happened. Everybody was talking so much, it aggravated the fuck out of me. So I just had to cut it off. I said, look, if you're disciplined to do anything in life, people are going to have a problem with it.
Yep.
Period. Why either one of you give a fuck, I don't understand.
Yeah,
because if you love your craft and you're disciplined at it, whether it's sports, whether it's your career, whether it's a hobby, whether it's whatever gift it is you have that you're disciplined to stay focused and maintain. You don't need somebody to motivate you to do it. You're just disciplined to perform.
Yep.
And you're worried about recognition. You're worried about acknowledgement.
Guys be focused on the wrong shit, bro.
You're talking to the wrong person. That's what you're doing. Because my life been like that as a teenager.
Right.
Then you get to an adult and realize missing out on certain things because people had an issue with the fact. It could be the fact that your clothes match. You're disciplined enough to match your clothes before you leave the house. Why are you all dressed up? Talk to him.
Right. No,
you know
you're right. You're
it starts there.
You're right.
It starts there.
Yep.
It starts there. And then as you get older, it becomes something else. Oh, he don't ever come out no more. He can't go nowhere.
Yep.
Like, nigga, you know I'm back in school, bro. Or whatever it is.
You know I got stuff going on.
You know what I mean? You know I just got married. You know what I mean? You know, boom, boom. As soon as you get in a relationship, oh, he pussy whip. Pussy wet. I'm disciplined to maintain my relationship, so I'm pussy whip.
I'm cool with being pussy whip.
You know what I mean? I'm disciplined to go in the studio and finish these projects, so I don't have time for this, that, whatever. Nick, listen, I got my townhouse 7 years ago, I think. It might be longer than that. Yo, you damn near the only nigga that been over here, sir.
Oh, shit.
And I don't do company at my house, but I'm saying you've pulled up.
Yeah,
if not to just pick me up.
Yeah, a few times.
I can count on my hand how many people been here more than once.
And I helped fix your fence, nigga.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, speak on it. Speak on it. And if offered to help me do shit, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I got you.
I've known niggas 30 years, man. They've even pulled up. I mean, ride right past Durham. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that, though.
Right.
But I think a lot of times, man, we say, that's why I stop these conversations I'm around. We say how we don't care what people think or what other people feel about us. We claim to not have validation, but we have these seeking validation conversations.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
You know what I'm saying? One thing I can give credit to my man Ski for, and as far as his studio or whatever, he's independent of himself with that.
Yeah.
He's really not looking for you to care. He'll post stuff on social media, never look back at it. He's not looking to meet people, which could be good or bad, but he does it as a hobby because his life is okay. He's not looking to, you know, gift and a curse, though. He's not looking to be just super producer no way. He just loves to do it. He loves to craft.
Right. I respect that.
And then some people, they got to make these long-ass posts on Facebook and how they're not respected in their communities, how they this, how they that. I can give you plenty of stories of how North Carolina act like I didn't exist music-wise, but I'm not originally from here. So a person can easily say, I'm not from here. And then I can be like, well, you know something? You're right. You know what I mean? I remember being the first person to do a good video and put the city on the map when I lived in Henderson. Everybody want to, you know, look at me like I'm not dead. When North Carolina was doing award shows, whatever, I was getting 100,000 views and videos in like a couple weeks. Then they have video awards and I ain't nominated. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of funny shit. I didn't take it the way. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody don't appreciate you, you can't get mad at them now for appreciating you.
Nope, can't get mad at all.
I don't think Jalen Brunson's sitting home right now on some fuck the NBA shit because he wasn't all NBA and wasn't an all-star. When the playoffs started, he shows you what he felt about it.
Yeah, he just know next year, y'all gonna know me. Y'all gonna
not even that. Not even that. The playoffs.
Yeah.
You know that nigga now. Eric Spoelstra said in the post-game meeting.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why this man ain't all NBA. When does that ever happen?
It ain't happened not often.
Not saying it never happened, but I cannot
But it ain't
remember
often. It ain't
an
often.
opposing coach doing a post-game interview, and the first thing you do is talk about your opponent.
Nope.
I wish you would have stayed out west.
Yeah, he did say that.
And all that did was solidify the fact that Julius Randle got to go. That's how I feel.
Yeah. I mean, we can transition to sports. You're right.
And coach. You got 3 top shelf coaches right now sitting at home. 3.
I'll say this. With Julius Randle, I tried to cape for him. And you know, I ain't like Son. I don't like Son at all. But I tried to cape for him on one thing you posted online. Because I either didn't see or didn't want to see him standing still.
I wanted to see him stand still.
I know. Son literally walked over here, put his arm out, walked over here, did this here, walked over here, did this shit. I was like, yo, fam, get the ball, dog. Get the ball.
But what can he say? He had an ankle issue, but he can't blame the ankle. And I'm going to tell you why he can't blame the ankle. Jalen Brunson played on one ankle the whole series.
Yep.
And still averaged 30.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you saying? And this nigga Jalen Brunson is like 5'10".
So who is Miami going? Who by the time this airs, Miami will have its opponent. It's going to be Celtics or 76ers. Yeah,
that's right. Because today.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
We're recording on Mother's Day, so by the
I
time
don't think it'll beat either one of them. Miami has no. I don't think they have a chance to beat either one of them. And I can give you a reason why.
I want to hear why, because we could be wrong. But
no,
let me hear.
Of course, I can be wrong. It's not definitive, but the Knicks lost because their defensive philosophy gave Miami what they wanted, which is open jumpers from 3. You don't have to double team Jimmy Butler on every play. Because if you double team him, he's throwing a pass to open man from 3 cross court, and now everybody's sprinting to try to contest.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Guard him straight up. If he gets 30, fuck it. But nobody else should be just standing there wide open. We pack the paint for a team that don't score points in the paint.
Right.
We double team the man that you don't have to double team all game. Why?
Right.
You got 3 people open every possession, and they're killing you from 3. That's not even logical, man.
Nope.
Offense, okay. You're not even running pick and rolls. They got niggas that can't defend on the court all the time that are spot-up shooters, and you're not pick and rolling and taking advantage of the mismatches?
I get what you're saying, but do you think 76ers or the Boston Celtics going to exploit that?
They're not going to pack the paint. Nobody in the league packs the paint but
Jimmy
the Knicks.
And Miami, for some reason, have the 76ers number every damn year, it seems like.
Okay, I'm going to take you to another level. Who coaches the 76ers?
Come on, Doc Rivers.
Okay. You answer your own question.
What you mean?
You win in spite of him.
They ain't not going to win in spite of him.
That's the only way you're going to win is in spite of him because he has no strategy. X's and O's, he's horrible.
Who is going to say, fuck you, Doc, we're going to do it this way?
No. James Harden ain't that kind of guy, and Joel Embiid is just emotional.
All right,
you never know what you're going to get.
All right, so let's go with the 76ers. And guess what? Now, I mean, not the 76ers, let's go to Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics,
Miami won't beat them.
Something ain't right with that team, bro. And I think it's I truly think it's the coaching, and I think also Brown and Tatum, I think that mix is finally not working.
Is that mix not working, or do you need to have a point guard to run the offense instead of Jason Tatum bringing the ball up court?
The problem is they probably been needing a point guard though. That's the sad.
I know.
Every
time I say it, people tell me they don't
because Marcus Smart is not a point guard. He's not a point guard.
He doesn't want to be.
No, he's a glorified 2, if anything.
He's not anything. He's just a fucking pit bull guard.
Yeah, he's a baller.
He's just on the court.
He's a baller.
But he's not
a little bit.
He's what Pat Beverly actually thinks he is at this point.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave Pat Beverly alone. I digress.
I don't see neither one of them teams beating Miami. I actually see Miami going to the finals.
I mean, okay.
I don't see neither one of them teams beating them.
I can't argue because the Sixers and the Celtics are dysfunctional at this point, and Miami isn't.
Yep.
Miami is doing basically what the Knicks should have done as far as maximizing the talent of what's on the floor. Because it's not a great, talented team.
No, it is.
It's a team that's coached very well, and they play well to their strengths.
And Coach Spo makes adjustments.
But Spo
every team he plays.
He plays to his players' strengths. You got spot-up shooters, you put them in positions to spot up. You know what I mean? If you have a slasher, you put him in positions where he can slash to the basket. You know what I'm saying? If you got people that are great at the pick and roll, you give them that opportunity.
Right.
He plays to his player's strengths. He just does. They
But,
have no real on-ball defenders on that team.
right.
But
No,
nobody's exploiting it. It's like
shit,
he confuses people.
No, you're right. This shit looking like it's about to be the bubble championship all over again. LA and Nuggets on the West, Miami and who they played, Celtics on the East.
The team that's going to win any series, I think, is the team that doesn't allow themselves to lose at the other team's game.
Teams, right? Yep, there we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like teams are, we basically lost to Miami because we played their game.
Yeah.
If we would have ran the floor, hit the boards, Miami couldn't compete with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to slow the game down and pack the paint and double team Jimmy Butler, these niggas are shooting wide open threes all day.
And he gonna.
And I'm not downplaying, you know, the success of the team. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Bucks straight up and down. They just outcoached the Bucks. But my man had death in the family. I'm sure he wasn't focused, and I'm just unsure of why you would fire him when he was unfocused and his star player was hurt. It just doesn't make sense.
I think he was
maybe
on
something else.
He was on the chopping block. If you remember, before they won the chip, he was on the chopping block. Then they were talking about firing him then, and then they gave him that extra year. They gave him that extra year, and they won the chip.
I hear you, but what justifies that?
Well, that
they won a chip, that shows that you prematurely want to get rid of him.
Right.
And then
I don't think it's premature. I think, me personally, Budenholzer or Hauser, he didn't make in-game adjustments. He was bad on in-game adjustments for a few years now. The only caveat he had was Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I hear you.
He didn't have him this time.
You're saying in-game, okay, in-game adjustments.
Like in the game, not in-game.
When you're in the playoffs,
mm-hmm.
You get the remaining 8 teams. Usually there's only 2 coaches that master in-game adjustments anyway. So you're going to fire him and hire who? As far as being better than him. Now, I'm not saying you don't fire coaches. Coaches sometimes, I think, need new environments, just like players need new environments.
I think they need someone else.
I think the timing of that was poor.
I disagree. I think it was.
I think the timing was poor.
I think it was time.
I mean,
I've been saying that for a while that it might be time.
My brother dies, we lose a series. You fire me the next day, bro. You could have done that shit after the finals.
Hey man,
timing was poor to me.
Okay, so you're basing it on personal and not business. But this is a business, bro. IT lost his whole career after he played when his sister got killed, and he turned around and was hurt. He lost his whole career.
So that justifies it?
No, I think it's trash that he lost his whole career. But then we know this is a business.
It can still be a business, but still, you firing him today and firing him after the finals is no better for you. Because you're not doing interviews after the season anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. I said the timing is bad.
I got you.
You basically said, nigga, we lost, fuck you.
Monty Williams. He got fired as soon as the fucking clock ticked 0.
He's black though.
And he was
They do it to us. I don't even bat an eye, man. Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year and got fired. So I mean, what we saying here? That's what we do. That's what they do.
You're not counting that as poor timing?
Nah, they do that to us and don't give a fuck, B. Player or coach. Isaiah Thomas, like you said. Monty Williams, Dwayne Casey. Mike Woodson with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Win 60 games one year, then they have one bad season. You fire him like it was his fault. Quickly, too, son. And Thibodeau's still sitting here. Derek Fisher still sat there. Fisdale still sat there. Yo, son, I am so confused with the NBA.
Nah, that's the Knicks.
The NBA, period. Not even gonna talk about the Knicks, how they do coaches, man. I think Tibbs took him as far as he can go. I'd be glad to have Monty Williams. That's my pick, Monty Williams.
Monty Williams would be nice over there. Y'all probably gonna get coached on Budenholzer.
I'd take Budenholzer. I'd take Nick Nurse, but I prefer Monty Williams.
Yeah, Monty Williams, y'all at least gonna get some proper X and O's. He shouldn't have lost his job. But
for him,
I understand why the owner, you got a new owner,
no,
he's trying
I don't.
to put his stamp on his team. You know, that KD pick was his stamp. He better hope they can keep him. Well, they got his contract. They got his contract. So it is. His contract was an extension, so they're gonna have him for a little while. Ayton, some general manager, somebody gotta be like, yo, we gotta get him the fuck out.
So how you find a coach? You got a point guard that's never gonna be healthy again as long as he plays. His body.
Bro, and I found out it was a hamstring. You telling me you couldn't come out there? I mean, look, we've all had hamstring injuries. We know that's a lateral movement issue. But it's not a severe lateral movement issue.
You don't know the severity of the hamstring injury, though.
Okay, there you go. You're right.
Chris Paul doesn't play through injuries, man. Certain players do, some players don't.
Not at all.
So, I mean, you got him out, and then you got Ayton playing like, I don't know what he's playing like.
I think it's trash. Man.
So the coach gets fired. You got KD, but you got rid of the core of the team to bring on KD. So it's debatable, are they even better with KD? Because you got rid of Mikal Bridges, you got rid of Cam Johnson. There's two different people that contributed.
Bro, if they get rid of Ayton, they could probably get about 3 players for Ayton and maybe a draft pick.
That's debatable. As far as what 3 players you're going to get, the whole league is on notice, man. This guy is not special.
Not at all.
He's not special. I wouldn't want him.
Oh, you about to say you ain't want him?
No, bad as I want to get rid of Julius Randle, I don't want him. I'll take Karl Anthony Towns, though.
That's trading. That's trading soft center. You battling another soft center. I give you that though.
He's not gonna play center. He's not gonna play center for us.
Karl Anthony Towns at least he gonna give you more. He gonna shoot number jumpers. You can't get mad when you see him. If Karl Anthony Towns comes to the Knicks, I don't want to hear you complain now one time that nigga shooting threes.
Why would I complain? No,
you know that because you do. That's your thing.
No, it's not. Karl Anthony Towns shoots over 40% from 3. He's probably one of the best 3-point shooting big men in the history of the game of basketball when you look at percentages.
When that nigga
Julius Randle, listen, Julius Randle shoots like 30% from 3 compared to Karl Anthony Towns shooting 40%. It's a big difference. If you can make the shot, make the shot.
When that nigga got somebody of the size of you on him and he goes out to the 3-point line, you're going to be mad.
No, I'm not, because he's a stretch 4. That's our problem. We don't have anybody to stretch the floor. In today's game, if you don't stretch the floor, they're going to pack the paint. But the Knicks are the only dumb team that packs the paint on teams that can shoot. We don't have any shooter to keep them from packing the paint.
Y'all definitely need another scorer. What y'all going to do with R.J. Barrett, man?
R.J. Barrett needs a new coach. Everybody makes him a spot-up shooter when he can't shoot. I don't understand. When he slashes to the basket and drives to the basket, he plays well. When he stands behind the 3-point line, he looks horrible. So now that last game when he went 1 for 11, he just nutted.
Do we need a new? Yeah, I'm about to ask you. I'm about to say, hey, this is not.
Hey,
show. This is not Cameron and them show. We not going. You are not Mace, and I am not Cameron. We would not say these things. We will not.
They be doing that shit on purpose.
That should be wild, son. When Cam looked at Mace, when he said he nutted, he said.
But on another note, I'm not a big fan of trading away players under the age of 25 that still are developing. Now, if RJ was a total bust, I'd be like, yo.
When did he come in the league?
He came in the league after just playing 1 year. Like RJ is probably like 23.
Okay.
I mean, back in the days, niggas didn't get to the league till 23.
Hey, bro, these times have changed, bro.
But RJ ain't trash. RJ will average 18, 5, and 4, and everybody be like, RJ had a bad season. He sucks. Like, those are not bad numbers. It's just when he has a bad game, it is obvious he had a bad game.
Those are bad numbers.
His bad games are atrocious.
Those are bad numbers for a player that you think and feel could be better and should be better.
Why do we think he should be better? 18 points a game is all right when you're the number 3 option.
But that's the problem. No one thinks he should be the number 3 option.
Who's he better than? He's not Jalen Brunson, and he's not better than Julius Randle. Only thing, and mentally, I don't even know if he's better than Julius Randle because he's like, some days he's not there. But I don't think him and Julius Randle can coexist.
I think he's better than Julius Randle.
You said what?
I think he is better than Julius Randle.
He's never made an All-Star game. He's never been All-NBA.
I don't like neither one of them. He never had the game focus on him, though, neither. Never had the team focus on him.
Why would you?
Why wouldn't you?
Because he's had times when he's on the court with the second unit when he should be taking over, and he doesn't. So whenever he has the opportunity to show he's worthy of it, he folds.
I got a feeling if y'all got Monty Williams, you'll see a different what's the name?
I said he needs another coach. He needs a new system. He needs a fair system. He's never been in a fair system. Look at the coaches. Fisdale, Derek Fisher. These ain't coaches. You know what I'm saying? If you're a young developing player, you almost got to be a superstar to survive some of these coaches.
And think about it, bro. Fizz ain't never had another opportunity.
Why would he? Trash.
I think he could be on somebody's bench.
Go coach in the WNBA somewhere. He's been on somebody's bench. He was on somebody's bench. It might have been the WNBA though. I don't know, but he was on somebody's bench. Go coach the ladies, man.
All right, man. So let's transition. Let's transition to music. We was just having a talk and we were discussing how the older music community constantly downs the younger music community. And my biggest gripe was a lot of times the older community of artists or this, that, and the third. I personally feel like a lot of them didn't even contribute to the music genre at all, but they spend more time dissing how the young ones getting this and getting that. You know, we had a couple of examples that we won't bring up here on the pod. But it's weird to me because when we see like, okay, we're older gentlemen in music, you know what I'm saying? You're artists, I'm more on the back end side of things. I'm trying to be an executive. And I see older artists now. I see a lot of older cats that are rappers or just singers complain about today. And then I asked them, when's your last project? What's your single? What you have going on? Oh, I ain't dropped nothing since 04. Or I ain't dropped nothing since, 2001. And then it's always my gripe. It's like, how the fuck are you complaining if you haven't even contributed to the ecosystem? Like, how is the music an issue when you don't even try to adapt your sound, clean up your sound, or make sure your shit is mixed properly, or even put something out? Niggas just say that you a rapper or say you a singer, and you haven't put shit out in the modern era. I've had a dude complain that, man, streaming is gonna hurt me. That's why I don't put nothing out.
How's it hurt you? You're not doing anything.
I was like, bro, streaming is gonna help you. You're gonna put yourself in more hands. Well, how am I making money? I said, the problem is you thinking about making money and you haven't contributed to the system. You haven't contributed. You haven't put anything out to even see if you have a fan base to make money. You worried about the niggas be worried about the money that's coming from streaming. Oh, it's just pennies. Fam, no one's gonna pay that shit any attention anyway at first.
So listen, that's my same argument when people cry about publishing. Owning the publishing to a loaf of bread don't mean shit.
Oh, motherfucking thing. Don't mean nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas got Scooby snacks and y'all worried about publishing. Like, bro, listen, son. And I said to my man right now, last night, yo, if a label want to give me a small deal, like 150,000, I'll take it. And I'll never get on my album, bro.
Right. Okay.
I'll keep that 150 stacks and let them drop my ass. Then I'll go independent. What? Y'all niggas ain't gonna fool me for that bullshit. Give me 150 to 360 me to death and don't nothing come out and I walk away in the red. Yeah, I got your ass. I'm gonna record that shit at my man crib. And if y'all act funny, I'm gonna still have 100 grand.
Definitely gonna walk away in the red.
I'm gonna get some real estate on your ass.
Definitely gonna walk away in the red.
I ain't falling for that shit. But the thing is, everybody's worried about this. This is where the danger of information is. When you read the information and you can't process it. The situation of a lot of these established artists isn't yours. See what I'm saying? The streaming is your resume. That might lead you to a tour. It might lead you to a festival. You know what I'm saying? It might lead you to some kind of a deal. You're not getting a deal just based off your physical music anymore. That shit has to be out there in the system.
Has to be. It has to be.
Whether you have 1 million streams, 1,000, you might only have 220 streams. And somebody hear it and be like, yo, if I push this, this might work. But they're not waiting for you to put it out there if it ain't out there.
Yo, a DJ literally contacted me. Day before yesterday. He said, "Oh man, I see this song. I checked the artist. I checked this artist out on their page. It says you are their representation. I see the song has 20,000 streams. Can I play this record? Can I get the wave to play this record at these particular events?" I'm like, "Of course." And I sent over the music ASAP. But he only contacted me because he saw this one song had 20,000 streams. You know what I'm saying? The other one's got 5, another one got, I think, about 4. But this one has been taken up. This one has been put on playlists. This one has been like pushed and people are sharing and stuff like that. And I laugh because and this is based on even what you're saying. You got to put something in the ecosystem. People are gonna pay attention. Like you said, even if it's 200 streams, they're gonna look. Someone is gonna see it. It's gonna be in someone's algorithm. You have to play the game. Now, I will say this. Our era did great with merchandising. Why don't our era of artists take that same merchandising idea and positioning and bring that into today's music, where it's easier to press up your shit? It's easier for you to press up your shit now. It's easier to create a storefront for your shit than it was in our time. You literally had to have a mom and pop. So you remember, you had to have a mom and pop store that you worked with to get your stuff seen. Now you can actually have a online storefront, and you wear your hoodies on social media a couple times, and you can literally get 50 purchases on a $20 shirt. And if you do it with a company, you might only make $8 a shirt, but that's $8 that you didn't have to buy the shirts, press up nothing, or ship shit out.
You basing that on a younger artist or artists around?
No, I'm talking about hours of our audience, because we are the audience that buy. We the audience that purchase.
I hear you. That's all dope in theory. But when you're talking about artists over the age of 40, if certain things weren't successfully done in the 20s and the 30s, sometimes you can't do it in your 40s. You got children in college. You got young kids in school ready to go to college.
I hear what you're saying.
Let me finish.
Listen, what I'm saying.
No, I'm not. What you're saying is correct, but I'm saying it requires capital that some people don't have.
It doesn't, though. That's the thing. It doesn't. It doesn't require a lot of capital. It doesn't.
I didn't say a lot of capital. But you're talking about. You want me to disagree with you, but I'm not.
No,
I'm saying it's an issue with capital and information. A lot of the information people don't have.
Okay, well, I'm with information, because you can. It's
a combination of both.
You right now can take your bearded logo, go to this website. It's a consignment website.
There's several websites of that nature, but a lot of people don't know about it.
Okay, I'm just saying, you could do that right now and for free. You don't have to pay nothing.
A lot of people don't know about that shit, bro.
That's why I say it's more informational than capital.
I mean, if you want to put a pendulum. But if you don't have the information, then it's capital.
Right.
And people don't want to listen. Our generation of artists know everything, bro. They know everything.
They don't know nothing.
They know everything. You be like, look, why don't you try a record with an R&B dude, man? Yo, that R&B hip hop thing would work, man. I like your voice. Just try it. Man, you trying to tell me how to do my thing, man. All right, man.
And that's why them niggas don't
instead of pressing CDs, why don't you try some jump drives, man? Because then people can plug it in their car. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna cost you no more. You can throw your logo on a junk drive, it might cost you a few dollars more, but you can stretch it out more. Then when you go on shows, you can just throw the, you know what I'm saying, the junk drive in the duffel bag, don't take up no space.
And right now, man, with iPhones, things is about to start changing soon, where streaming is gonna start taking a small turn, because now iPhone is doing what Android has been doing for a while. I can go to your website, download the music, purchase the music off your website, download it, and it'll automatically be in my phone library. So if I go to my iTunes, and iTunes play songs that's on your phone, and I can play your music right then and there.
I mean, you got to be on top of all of that to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Things is about to start changing.
That's why I like them digicards, man. Because if you got to wait for somebody to search for your song, That could be a missed opportunity.
I
man.
gave out a couple of those digi cards you gave me, man.
Yeah, just hit the
To some people.
barcode.
Yeah, that shit work.
Yeah, hit the barcode. And then it also shows a level of professionalism and discipline. At least you did that.
Right.
But for our generation, it's mostly information.
Okay.
With anything in life, and you said it yourself one time when we were speaking on something, I'll put on a level of fitness. If it requires work, a lot of it's shot from it.
Yeah.
Because we from the era of putting 3 songs, 4 songs on a tape and letting somebody hit a cassette, and then they like it, then they do everything for you.
Right, they do.
The days are over, man.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? The days is over. That's why I have a hard time in studio sessions with people around our age, because everybody's talking with this old mentality. You know what I mean? Like Ski and I used to argue all the time about free music.
Right.
Because I gave it a lot of free music over the years. And he was always like, you know, my music has more value. I ain't giving nobody nothing for free. Boom, boom. I'm like, yo, bro, nobody knows who you are.
You gotta give away a little something.
And you're not in them streets. So how's somebody gonna know who you are?
If you remember back in the day, you remember the little packs, you remember the little 3 promotional packs that labels and artists used to give out. They might have just 3 records or just that one record, the instrumental, and then it might have a remix on that joint. You used to get 3 records. That's
but people acting like they forget, but the labels were paying for it.
Yep.
So that's how people aren't paying attention to it. It's like you're in charge of your own promo, whatever. Just like with college radio. If you cool with a college radio DJ and he lets you come up to your station, that's an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Dudes who go up there don't have no music, don't have no bars ready. You know what I'm saying? So even if you have a record that he's gonna play, you should have something new that he ain't even heard before. Let him debut something. You should have him throw a beat on and you spit something.
Right.
Or throw your beat on and you spit a verse or 2.
Yep.
Like now, I got a DJ incorporated with me. I'm gonna bring my DJ up there and let him do a little zig, 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 zig. We do some old school boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
That's an opportunity. And to make that shit wicked, yo, see, that's what you're doing. I just want you to bring your camera and film this joint.
Yep.
And I'm gonna document that shit and make you see it 20,000 times.
You goddamn right.
Or I go to the event space where Ski is at. We set up the turntables. We do a fake ass show for 8 minutes.
I've been trying to get you to do that for a while.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like people aren't using what they have, but they're telling you what they don't have and why they don't have it. I just have a problem here now.
Yeah.
Because I can honestly say almost everything in life that I haven't been as successful as I wanted to be, there's probably something I could have done different, whether it was an information thing or a capital thing. Mm-hmm. And I do those conversations with myself just to let me know I always have room to grow.
Right.
Not from I wish I did this, I wish I would have did that, because you can't go back there.
No.
But it just shows we always can grow, and that I'm not always the smartest person in the room. I mean, you could be the smartest person in the room, but you're still not.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're just the smartest person in the room from what you know.
What you know, yep.
You know what I'm saying? This topic here, you can't fuck with me. You need to listen to me. But this other topic, I might need to listen a little bit.
Right. No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, we can't process that shit. We think just because we know this,
Yep. No, you're right.
I'll listen to anybody till you show me you ain't worth listening to. You know what I mean? Because when I went to New York, you know, my man was dropping some gems to the young man. You know, I listened. A lot of shit I could have said, but I let him take the floor. I said, I'll talk to the young man later.
Right.
Let him spit his bars, because sometimes you throw off somebody's train.
Yep,
and he was spitting. I'm gonna let him keep spitting. Some of the things he said I didn't get. Because like with music, people still think if you move to Cali or if you move to New York, it'll put you in a better position. And that's not always true.
Nah, not at all.
Now you can move to Cali, you can move to New York, and you can spend a whole lot of money just trying to survive.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's like moving to Atlanta when you do music, man. It doesn't always work.
Nope.
It doesn't always work. I'm not knocking it though, but those are like the old school things. Going to a record label and knocking on the door. That's like the old school shit.
Ain't nobody, if I'm be honest, nobody even works at the label anymore.
What do we do? Jump on the table and perform for some people that have nothing to do with music?
Exactly.
They're dealing with old school catalogs and publishing and shit. They're looking at you like, we don't even have that department anymore.
Young man.
Security.
Well, let's transition, man. We only got a few more topics. We actually got a lot of topics on the docket, but I think the previous topics that we had just now, that's a pretty good show.
We'll catch up.
Yeah. But you know, we can always have stuff on the docket. I think this is good. I try to serious out a little bit on our topics, but I'm gonna go to this one that you actually placed. Is foreplay necessary for a good session? And yes, I think it's necessary.
You think so?
I think it's necessary.
I know so.
Yeah, me too.
No foreplay, I am leaving.
Bro, you got to get the engine started on both sides. You got to get her comfortable and in a place, and you got to get you comfortable and in a place.
What are we rushing for?
Exactly.
Mama ain't coming home. What the fuck?
Unless we doing a quickie because somebody got to go to work.
Then I'm getting you through the PPO.
That's a fact.
So the quicker you get into the PPO, I ain't taking my clothes off, wasting my time. You get it through the PPO.
And this is where we got to get the soundboard. Talk to him.
No, because you get to a certain level of maturity, I would say, because you're young, you're just figuring out life. It's like sex can be so amazing, and then it can be so unsatisfying.
Yeah. Yo,
when it's unsatisfying, it's usually because we put ourselves in a position that doesn't make sense.
Bro, just
whether it's the individual or whether it's the climate at the
fact.
time.
Bro, just to stick your manhood in a dry box, that's just not gonna be fun, sir. It's not gonna be pleasing for anyone.
But see, this is my problem with females. To piggyback on what you're saying and just flip the coin. A woman will complain about a man not being hard, but she did nothing.
Right. Get me that, man.
Warm up the situation. We should be getting each other there. Sex is better with foreplay, so why wouldn't you encounter that?
Right, I agree.
You know, like I hear some people that won't kiss, and I hear some people that don't, believe in oral and all of that. You can do what you want to do. But my thing is, if I can't be in a position to satisfy you sexually, I shouldn't be having sex with you.
That's you. Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Or if I choose to have sex with you, I can't complain about what it is. I can't complain about the box being dry if I did nothing to arouse you. You know what I mean? I really can't complain about not being able to nut if I did nothing to get her in a position of being comfortable to where we both pleasuring each other. It's like there's a level of accountability there. And if I'm not there focused to be able to pleasure her as well as allow myself to be pleasured, why am I doing it anyway?
Right. I agree there too. It's sex supposed to be fun. And I think even with just relationships in today's climate, we making this shit way more harder than what it really needs to be, man.
Well, people listening to too many of these Instagram people, sending them somewhere that makes no sense, man. They talk with so much aggression and conviction. They got you believing that shit,
bro. They making life.
That man don't make you orgasm. He is not the one, sis. Yeah. He is not the one. I'm like, yo, son, why you yelling at me?
Or hear about this, or fellas, if you don't pay all her bills, you making her go 50-50, you don't deserve that woman.
What kind of quality of life do you have? No, I'm just saying, dead ass, what kind of quality of life you have?
For me, I have a great quality of life.
No, not you. I'm just saying all of these people that say they're going to pay all of this woman's bills.
Right.
What if you have a woman that's used to extravagant clothing, extravagant cars, gets her hair done every 2 weeks, nails and all done every 2 weeks?
But then they'll tell you, you don't deserve to mess with that type of woman. That's a boss woman.
Nigga, you ain't have a job before that podcast, so shut the fuck up. No, I mean, let's keep it a band. Most of these niggas was bum niggas, and then they got on there with that panda bear shit, and they lucked up and had a little lick, and then now they do live shows or whatever, and they get I don't know what they getting, but they doing live joints with crowds, so people are getting tickets. So, yo, respect the game of life, man. You were blessed with an opportunity, and now you knocking everybody else all of a sudden. I would love to have a woman where I pay everything, where she could just chill and be beautiful. Is that a reality? For me, no. Definitely not a reality for me.
I agree.
I wouldn't have a problem putting a check on the table to contribute to the household. Just let me get what I need to do, what I got to do. We figure it out. Boom, throw this in there. But that's within every relationship. Every relationship is an isolated situation. That's why I hate when people give definitive answers and definitive scenarios on how yours needs to be. Everybody's situation is different.
Bro, it'd be a lot of motherfuckers that never even been in a long-term relationship.
Son, you might have a relationship where a man does all the cooking.
Yep.
Is that wrong?
Nope.
You might have a situation where a man does most of the cleaning. Is that wrong?
Nope.
So I'm saying, I'll give you an example. As much as neither one of us are big fans of Julius Randle, Kenyon Martin attacked Julius Randle because after the game, the first thing he did was kiss his wife and his child. Right?
Right.
How is that wrong? I'm lost.
Man, Kenyon Marcus, Kiss my ass, bro. He just
what are you saying?
Yo, that fake tough guy shit that these niggas be doing, like, get the fuck out of here, man. That man is allowed to go kiss. What, he supposed to go punch a wall or something? You know,
They won the game.
I'm gonna kiss my wife and my kid.
Yo, but son, they won the game.
Right.
Joe, baby, I did it.
Right.
I got one.
Kiss my wife and my kid, bro.
The kid is all on his pops. The kid cries when the Knicks lose. He went to find his child and kissed his child. Son.
I'm with my wife and my kid, bro.
Yo, and I don't want to support
that's why
Randall. I don't want to support you for nothing. But on this one,
I was about to say something ass. I was about to say something ass. I ain't gonna do that. But
I ain't gonna bring it up and don't say it.
I ain't gonna say it.
We gonna talk about his white wife?
Nah, nope. I was about to talk about you, Kenya Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Let it go. Nah.
I was disappointed in that.
Yeah, me too. But yo, bro, I think we should wrap it up right there, man. You got any bars for anything? You got anything you want to say to the world?
Yeah, on this Mother's Day, man. Blessings sent out to all of you whose mothers still aren't in existence. But if your mother is in existence, you know, I'm not gonna use no big words, keep no fancy real talk, man. Cherish your mothers, man. Your mothers sacrificed a lot to get you wherever you are. You know, maybe you didn't agree with all their decisions, but they did the best they could do with the knowledge they had. Many of us were raised with single mothers. I wasn't. I mean, my parents been married for 67 years. I never underestimate the value of that. You know, I need to go down there sometime later on the day, spend some time with them, man. We're gonna get old one day.
Yes, we are.
You know what I'm saying? And your parents don't owe you nothing. You really don't owe your parents anything. You know what I'm saying? But what you do owe them is that respect. You know what I mean? And honoring them for the times and the sacrifices they made to get you where you are. Because your parents make sacrifices just as you're making sacrifices now. And think about how it would be if they weren't here. Don't wait for them not to be here to acknowledge the fact
that they...
because I know people that have lost their parents that they're struggling. Like they are struggling. Like some to the level of being in the hospital struggling. Because they didn't handle what they needed to handle when they were here. You know, we can hold things over our parents' head, but your parents aren't your friend.
You're talking now, bro.
They're not your friend.
You're talking now.
They didn't make these decisions to hurt you or harm you. You know what I'm saying? We find everything wrong with a parent, but we don't cherish the things that are right.
Yeah, no,
I don't agree with my parents all the time, man, but I do not want them away from here.
No, me neither, bro.
I'm not prepared.
Not at all.
I'm not ready.
Not at all.
I am definitely not ready, bro.
I'm not close to.
I would dead ass say that.
I am
not ready.
No, I'm definitely not close.
Matter of fact, no, let me change it. I would never be ready for my parents to leave this earth. Ever.
Nope.
Can't even imagine it, bro. That's all.
No, I'm with you. I went out with my mom. I went out with my mom. Everybody know we recorded on Sunday. Actually, Mother's Day morning. I went out with my mom Saturday. We did Mother's Day a little early because she had some, you know, my other brothers want to, get them, everybody get their own individual time. And bro, I had a good time. Me and my mom went out to eat, we're laughing. Joe, I took her shopping to buy her some stuff.
You didn't take a family picture?
Bro, no. I ain't take no photo.
I'm gonna let that go.
I ain't take no photo, bro, which is disappointing. But
being
I had a good
time. Yeah, but you didn't document the memories.
No, and had my cameras with me. All of them.
But you didn't document the memories, bro.
Bro, you know what? We had so much fun, bro. We were just laughing and joking and talking junk to each other. I couldn't. I didn't even think about it.
You'll never get that day back.
Nah. Yeah, I agree. But
that documentation.
I feel like my mind is
that documentation
is the best document of time.
But it's not about you.
Hey, it is. When I'm spending time with my mom, it's about me and my mom.
You and your mom. Your mom lives with who?
Herself.
Okay, if you had that family picture and she has that picture, that could be something she looks at every morning.
It could be.
So that's being selfish, telling me your mind. I ain't asked you about your mind, nigga. The picture ain't for you, motherfucker.
Hey,
what's he talking about? In my mind. It ain't about your mind, man.
Shit happens, man. I don't be thinking about this camera, man.
I'm not beating up on you for forgetting.
When I'm with my mom, I put this fucking phone down.
But it's deeper than just you. It's the memory that lives on.
Right. But you're right. I digress.
Mothers cherish every picture in their house, bro.
They do. But I think everybody should take heed to what he said, because there's gonna be a time when they ain't here, man. But
I ain't ready.
Me neither. This is the Black Male Podcast. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
This is episode 104, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Yo.
Peace. Hold up, what the heck?